Hey everyone, I'm Megan and welcome to my channel. So today I have a very fun video in store for you guys, and as you can tell from the title, you know what I'm doing. I'm reviewing the brand new Mercury Retrograde palette by Huda Beauty, along with the 3 brushes that she released along with this palette. And I'm also going to be playing with one of her new lip Throwback Contour Kits. So if you want to see my thoughts on these products, then you're in the right place, so just go ahead and keep on watching. Good morning, guys. So I hope you all are doing so well. As for me, I'm super excited because I just did my Sephora VIB holiday sale, and I have got so many comments from you guys that are excited about my review of this bad boy right here. So I am going to be reviewing the brand new Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette. So I'll go ahead and give you a little sneak peek of this beauty. Here she is. And of course you get this big beautiful mirror. This is a plastic whatever component, however you want to call it. So I'm going to be reviewing this, and I'm going to be putting this Mercury Retrograde brush set to the test as well. So not only am I going to be reviewing these 2 products, but I was like, why not do this in here too? I just hauled this. This is one of Huda's new Throwback Lip Duos. So I'm going to be reviewing, or at the end of the video, I will be applying this. That's why I have nothing on my lips. This is in the shade Partner in Crime, and the Power Bullet. Okay, so the lip contour or lip liner is in the shade Partner in Crime, and then the Power Bullet is in Girls Trip. So I have not used either of those shades, so I'm super excited to test this out. And look how cute this packaging is. Another great Christmas gift. I love these little holiday sets, or just sets like this. It's super cute, fun, it would just put a smile on someone's face if they open this as a gift. So anyhow, I'm going to be putting this on at the very end. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the prices, and let me tell you, it's not very cheap, and I apologize. But I did pick this up during the sale, so I did get my 20% off. Alright, so the palette is $67. And in comparison to the new nude eyeshadow palette, it's $65. And then, so I don't know why it's $2 more. And then the Desert Dusk eyeshadow palette is $65 as well. And the Rose Gold is $65. So for some reason, this palette is $2 more. Not sure why, but there it is. And then the brush set, which I feel like is super expensive for what you get, it's $44. I do know you get this cute bag, but I mean, it's not $44 worth. So let me go ahead. So the bag's cute. It definitely is. It says Huda Beauty in there. Definitely goes along with the theme. And then here are the 3 brushes. So I'm super excited to play with this little finger blender brush or whatever. Anyhow, so they're both dual-ended. So it's like you get 6 brushes. So you get a nice little blending brush, one that's more flat. Anyway, so here is the other brush. And then, of course, the one I'm super excited about, the little finger blender with the flat definer brush. So, I don't know if that's what it's called, but anyhow. Put that down there. And then here is the outer container of the palette. Super cute. I love the whole theme of this collection. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swatch all of this for you. That has been another thing that continues to show up in my comments, as you guys would love to see me swatch these products for you guys. So after I get done creating a look with it, I will go in and swatch everything for you guys. Alright guys, so I turned down the lights, and I don't know, in the past few videos I have done, it's like my ring light is turned down. I've got like 2 softbox lights on either side of me. But for some reason, like, it'll get light and dark, and I have no clue why I'm not messing with my camera settings. You know, I've never had this issue before, so I don't know if it's the light, because I do have a window right there, the sun's coming in, but I don't see why that would affect it. But anyhow, so I apologize in advance if the lighting goes a little weird. So, alright, I think I'm going to start out with, and I've already, you know, applied my full face except my eyes and lips, of course. So I'm going to start out with this brush right here. This is what it looks like. There aren't, it does have a name. It's Eyes, Sparkle, and Shine. I just want to make sure. Yeah. So this is Sparkle and Shine. So what I'm going to do, and you're probably not supposed to use this brush for this, but this is what I'm going to do anyway. I'm going to go in with one color just on the lid, and then I'm going to build from that. I'm going to do something a little different. So I think I actually want to start out with Hot Mess, which is like the darkest, next to darkest shade in the palette. This could go really south really quick, but you know, I just want to step out of my comfort zone a little bit. So I'm going to go in with this beautiful like burgundy maroon color, and don't mind my nails. I am giving them a break. I have had nails on for like 4 years straight, like nonstop. Every, you know, 3-4 weeks I push it, get my nails filled in, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm over it for a little bit. I kept breaking them, and you know, they just need to breathe and grow out and strengthen back up, because nails, like acrylic, is so bad for your nails. So anyway, I'm just letting them breathe, so don't mind them. They'll be back on before too long. Alright, so what I'm going to do is take Hot Mess, like I just showed you. See the lighting? You guys see that? And I didn't touch anything. Something weird's going on. Like I said, it could turn into a hot mess, like the shade says. But anyhow, it looks super, super pigmented. So that is awesome. Now, I'm just going to go in and start building. I have never done a look like this before. Ooh, it looks crazy. So I hope it comes out good. I have saw so many tutorials or just like little things on Instagram where people do this and it looks beautiful. So I was like, let me give it a shot. I can give it a go. Why not? It's just makeup. It washes off. It's not on forever. I think this is not a good thing. Okay, so you see how it kind of closes my eyes because I have hooded eyes, so it might not be the best thing to do, but we're definitely going to try it and see. I think that's why I've never done this before, because, you know, it can kind of close your eye off, especially if you have hooded eyes. But I think once we blend everything up, it will look good. And this shade is beautiful. It's super pigmented. I'm barely putting my brush down, very light pressure. And this does not have to be perfect. Wow, that really just like closed my eye. It really shows like how hooded my eyes are. It's crazy. So I'm going to go in with my Crease Pro like this from Sonia G. I might go in between Libra and Off Balance. So right here is Off Balance. And then I'm just going to blend. Alright, I think I'm going to go into something a little bit darker. And this is Karma right here. On this little brush right here from a Morphe brush set with Jeffree Star. This is the JS12. So I'm going to go in that Karma shade. Oh wow, that's dark. Crap. Alright, we're really going to have to work to blend that out. Did you see how pigmented that color was though? Super, super, super pigmented. I should have dusted it off. So there is that. Such great colors, such great pigmentation. Now I'm going to take this little brush that comes in the Huda set, and I'm going to go into that Libra, that beautiful purple shade. Super, super, super pigmented. Use my forehead. Alright, and I'm going to go right above it. Oh, beautiful. That like matches my shirt perfectly. So that is what we are working with. I'm going to go back into that first shade, Hot Mess, and kind of deepen it up a little bit more. But I really don't have a lot of lid space, so if you have a lot of lid space, you're going to have a lot more room to add more color. You know, that is something I definitely struggle with. But, I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. Just got to work with what God gave me. So, I'm just going to keep blending these shades. So I am seeing some, you know, nothing's patchy, everything blended beautifully. I feel like I need something else. You know what? So we've used 4 shades. What I think I want to do is maybe go in with one of these beautiful shimmers over top of it. Because I don't want this, I want this look to be light, airy, you know, girly, pretty. Actually, I think I'm going to go into Nebula right here. So I'm going to use this finger blender thing. Wow, it's so bright now. What the crap is going on? Alright, so I'm going to get some on this brush. And I'm just going, oh wow. Wow, wow, wow. I don't know if it's the shade or the brush, but this is so pretty. Alright, so I got that in the middle. Now, on the inner corner, I think I'm going to test this shade right here. It's called Super Moon, and it's like really creamy. I just touched it. It kind of almost feels wet. So I'm going to use the other side of that brush, and I'm going to try to put this right here. Okay. That really did nothing. So this is what it looks like on the finger swatch. So maybe I should just use my finger. Alright, now I'm going to go into Galaxy right here. And I'm going to try that on the finger blender as well. Ooh, that one's like, when you press it, you know, your fingerprint shows. So I'm going to put that right here, and then kind of blend it in to that middle shade. What is going on? Okay. Maybe these do just work best with your finger. So there is the finger swatch of that one. So it does look really pretty. So maybe it's better just to use it with your finger. You know, the whole thing when she first released her first palette, you know, people tried to use them with their brush and could not. I think that's why she came out with this brush. But it really didn't do a good job. So now, I'm going to go back into that second, or the first Nebula shade that we use in the center of the lid that's so beautiful. And I'm just going to kind of put that there, just to bring that back a little bit. That's so pretty. Just like that. And then in the outer V, I am going to go in with a little pencil brush into Vortex, which is super, super pigmented. Don't want a whole lot of this, but I definitely want to deepen this outer V up a little bit now. Alright, so this is what we are working with on the lid. I think it turned out pretty good. I am having a little issues with these shimmer shades or whatever she calls them. But that's what it's looking like so far. I tried to, I did go in with a deep shade in the end. It did beautifully. So we definitely have some dimension. We've got the beautiful sparkle on the lid, and then it kind of goes up to that beautiful purple. And I'm going to go into a Galaxy, and I'm going to try to put that in the inner corner. See, these shades just really don't do well with a brush. There goes my lights again. I apologize. There it goes. So you really just have to work with it. I'm going to put that same Galaxy shade. And of course, I'm going to swatch all of these for you guys. Alright, so for the lower lash line, and I will go ahead and tell you, as you can see, there's a lot of fallout. So either do your eyes first, or make sure you protect your makeup by putting down some translucent powder. I'm sure it'll dust right away. So I'm going to go in and get a flat definer brush like this. And I'm going to go into that Vortex shade, that deep shade we put in that outer V. And I'm going to line. Ooh, that's pigmented. I think I'm just going to stop right there. I know I mentioned this before in my other videos, but in case you haven't saw that one, a trick to give you that cat eye, open, bright eye effect. Do not bring your eyeliner or dark eyeshadow all the way in. It will close your eye off. So if you just stop kind of halfway, it really does help to open your eye. You can definitely tell this eye looks wider and brighter than this one. So just a little trick. Put in your back pocket, take it with you. Alright, so now I'm going to go into the next shade, which was Hot Mess. And I'm going to use it on the same flat definer brush, and I'm going to bring that in. It's a little bit lighter, not as dark, just to kind of define the lash line. I want to go into Karma first, which is the second shade we went into. And I'm just going to use that to blend out these two shades that we just put down. It makes it easier if you go from darker to lighter whenever you're working on your lower lash line. And if you really want to get in there, just look up. That way you have really good access to this part of your eye, and you don't get eyeshadow in your eye like I just did. Alright, so that is what the lower lash line is looking like so far. Now I'm going to go in to this brush that come in the set, and I'm going to go into that haze. My SD card filled up, and what I was doing was going in with that beautiful haze shade, and it just went really dark. It did not show up bright, maybe mixing with those other shades. So I don't think I'm going to go with that because it darkened it up a whole lot, and I don't really like it. So I'm going to go back into that Karma shade and just hit that again. Alright, so there is that. Now, I really want to go in with some of that Nebula, what we put right here, that beautiful, beautiful shade. I want to try to put some of that right here. And just do something a little fun. Just in the middle. I know it's hard to see. Do you see that? So that looks really pretty. Yes, see my lighting? What the crap? Anyhow, it looks so pretty. Alright, and I want to try to put Super Moon right in the inner corner with my finger. And it kind of chunked up right there a little bit. I don't know what's going on with that. Let's try it again with the brush. So I'm not having very good luck with the Super Moon shade. We'll see how it performs when it swatches, but swatching and performing are way too different, or two totally different things. So if you can't get it to work, and I don't know, I mean, I've used my finger, but it's just not, it's chunking up. It's like giving me white chunks in there. So anyhow, I'm going to try to go over it with Galaxy, which is a beautiful like champagne-y color. I'm going to try to put that on the inner corner and see how it does. I mean, they're very metallic. It's just getting them to work. So that is what we are working with so far. So I'm going to pop off camera, finish up the other eye, throw on some mascara, and then I will come back and we will put this on the lips. So I'll see you guys here in a second. Alrighty guys, so I just finished on my other eye, and this is what I ended up doing. I think it turned out beautiful. I am obsessed with this eye look. I really feel like this purple just are making my eyes pop, and I am obsessed. So now, before we get into the swatches, I definitely want to jump into this little thing right here. And I'm going to open her up, and oh, how cute. So that is what it looks like. I am going to get the Power Bullet out and the lip liner. I'm going to quickly line my lips with Partner in Crime. All right, so there are the lips lined. Now we're going into Girls Trip, which is very, very, very pretty. This is what it looks like. Oh my God, I'm obsessed. So I think what I want to do is, it's looking a little light. So I'm going to go back in with this lip liner and just kind of, you know, make like a little ombre effect. So I'm just going to color in the sides just a little bit. Just to give a little dimension and darken it up just a tad. All right, there we go. And if you have not tried the formula of these, it's so good. It's like the most comfortable matte. It's creamy, but it is a full matte. So I love, love, love these. Alrighty, so I'll go ahead and give you my thoughts on the palette. Overall, I really enjoyed using it. I think, you know, the colors are beautiful. It's a very unique palette. The only thing is, her palettes tend to go on the mauve-y side. I wish she would come out with like a true neutral palette and not like a nude or, you know, rose gold. You know, I don't know. It seems like all of her palettes have got like these same shades in it. So that is a kind of a con for me. Another con would definitely be these unique shades. I do give her props for innovation and coming out with new formulas and textures and all of that good stuff, but they are really hard to work with. And I've worked with a lot of shadows. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard. I mean, makeup should be easy. You shouldn't really have to work at it. And especially for the big price tag, it kind of disappointed me a little. I had a higher expectation for this palette. But we'll really see in the swatches what I'm trying to say to you guys, or trying to explain. You'll see like how they swatch, especially like this Super Moon. It was hard for me to find a shade to use in my inner corner to highlight my brow bone, because it just seemed too chunky. Let's see. I mean, these shades, like just the plain shimmer shades, were very beautiful, creamy. They're very soft. You know, you can put your fingerprint in them. But again, it was kind of hard to work with for me. The shade that stood out to me the most would definitely have to be this Nebula shade right here. That beautiful purple that you see, that shimmer is beautiful. And the mattes. Her mattes are phenomenal. But just these other shades just kind of turned me off from this palette. I want a palette that I'm able to use all shades. You know, it's very versatile and easy, you know, and fun. So, but yeah, I just found myself really having to work at it a little bit harder than I would want to. So that's my thoughts on it. I mean, it is a beautiful palette. The packaging is beautiful. If you like this type of color scheme, I would tell you to go for it. If you're going for it just for the mattes, definitely do not buy this palette because like I said, these mattes shades tend to be in across all of her palettes. So if you got one of her palettes, I'm sure you've got shades very similar to this. The choice is ultimately yours. I'm just giving you my opinion on it. Yeah, so that is my thoughts on the palette. Now onto the brushes. I did enjoy using them in this, you know, this brush right here definitely came in handy. When my finger couldn't get in there, it definitely worked, but on some of the shades it didn't. So, I mean, I think this works well for some of those more unique shades, and so I did enjoy that. I did like the flat definer one, and then I did not use this brush at all, or this end, but the kind of pointed brush like that I did use. Enjoy. They're very soft, but again, $44 for 6 brushes. You can get a Morphe, you know it, you know. So in case, unless you just want it, I would definitely pass on the brushes as well. And I do think that you can buy her brushes separate. So if you just liked one out of the thing, I'm pretty sure you can. It may not look exactly like this, but I do think she offers it. So that is my thoughts on the brush set and the palette. All right, I'm gonna go ahead, pull my sleeve up, and let's get to work. So, all right, I'm just gonna start right here, and I'm going to start from here and go across this way. And another thing I wanted to note, you know, I didn't get to use all the shades, so I mean, maybe some of these other shades would have performed better. I'm just going off of the ones that I did use. So, like I said, I'm gonna start with Cosmic. So there is Cosmic. Here is Utopia. Really can't see it. Let me turn on the lights a little bit more. So there is Utopia. This is Ultraviolet. So that's a beautiful shade. Now we're going into Nebula, which is my favorite shade that I used. That's what I have all over my lid. Now I'm going into Mercury. Ooh. Oh wow, that's a beautiful shade. Mercury. Now I'm going into Haze, which that's that teal shade, which it looks like it's gonna do a good job. And maybe, oh, wow. Swatches beautifully. So maybe if I would have just went in with that first and not mix it with another shade, it would have came off like that. So now I'm going into Off Balance. Again, another beautiful swatch. This is Galaxy, very beautiful, like champagne-y. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Now I'm going into Libra. Oh wow, matches my shirt perfectly. Now I'm going into Crash. This is Momentum. Little chalky there. Now this one is the Super Moon shade, the one that I really struggle with. It was kind of chunky. And you can kind of see it there. You know, you see the little chunk right there. So I've got one more row. Let's see, I'm gonna try to go like right here. So now I'm going into Vortex, which is the darkest shade in the palette. Now I'm going into Hot Mess, which is what I put all over my lid to begin with. Supernova. This is gonna be a good one. Well, it looks a little chunky. Karma, which is definitely like one of my favorite shades out of the palette. It's a beautiful matte. Let's get a better swatch than that, because it definitely performed really well. So there is Karma. And now we've got Gold Rush. And this is another shade similar to the Supernova one, but it actually looks like it might be a little better, not as chunky. Oh yeah. Okay. I don't know why it's not showing up. It kind of blends right in with my skin. I'm going to try to go right here. So I'm going to go into Gold Rush right here. There's Gold Rush. And then Frazzled is the last shade in the palette. Right here. Oh, that is beautiful. Look at that swatch. Wow. Here are all of the swatches. Look at that Frazzled shade. I wish I would have used that. Wow. And the Gold Rush. You could go in with Karma, Frazzled, and Gold Rush. Call it a day and you have a full look. So. Alright, so here is one last look at all of the swatches. Alright guys, so that is my thoughts on the palette after swatching it. I'm kind of disappointed I went with this, but I wanted to step out of my comfort zone a little bit and go with something a little more colorful, if you will. And I'm really happy that I did, but I'm so glad that I swatched it. You know, I just started doing this on my channel thanks to you guys requesting it. But these beautiful like neutral bronzy brown shades I was just speaking of, I wish she would do. There are some in this palette. So anyway, super excited to continue playing with this palette, especially trying to create like a neutral everyday eye with this, because I know it can be done. So overall, guys, I really enjoyed using this palette. I think it was a very fun video to film. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope the swatches are helpful for you guys. So that is all I have for you guys today. Again, I hope you all enjoyed it, and thank you guys so much for watching. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe and join my little family. And if you want, you can hit the little post notification bell so you are notified of all my future uploads. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I will see y'all in my next ones. Bye.